splash dirt on his feet. Whole block breathing once. I looked outside, mid-beat. World kept moving, I missed my seat. All these hot soft times, same street, same rain, same roof. Split dreams, I looked outside, mid-beat. Caught my face in the glass so deep. Who am I when the drums all leave? Who am I when it's just me? Just me, yeah. Mom in the kitchen with the late shift eye. Bills on the fridge like crooked lie. Little sis dance to a crack screen stream. Bare socks slide like she on that dream. News on low, talk fear all day. Neighbor in the hall trying to move away. I press stop, hear my own heartbeat. Skip 2 steps when I broke my feet. I miss my seat. All these hard soft times. Same street, same rain, same roof. Split dreams. I looked outside. Mid-beat. Caught my face in the glass so deep. Who am I when the drums all leave? Who am I when it's just me? Just me, yeah. Pause on the track, let the air rush in. Hear the fridge hum, hear the pipes go thin. Hear my name in my mother's call. Hear my fear echo down this hall. If the next verse write itself in ink, will it change what the neighbors think? Or do I step out, scuff both feet, write my life on holiday? Moving, I found my seat. All these hard soft times, same street, same rain, same roof. One dream, I looked outside. Maybe didn't look away, went deep. If the sound cut now, I'd be still here, still out, still me, yeah. Still me. Yeah. Yo, mic check, 1, 2. Thoughts too heavy to tote. Brain matter splatter all over the note. Pen game lethal legal, I see the whole scope. Words I arrange, strange fruit hanging from hope. Mind a labyrinth, ravenous for the new flow. From the cradle to the grave, didn't go. Watch it grow. We rested our thoughts. Yeah, we laid them down flat. No cap, just facts where the realness is at. Our thoughts, left them on a stone slab. No jab, just truth, the lyrical rehab. Our thoughts, let the silence just hum. Strumming on heartstrings till the kingdom come. We rested our thoughts, what's left? Staring at the ceiling, feeling the vibe. Deep in the cut, no chit chat, this ain't that. My soul's on the strut. Clock ticks, quick flicks of the mind's projector. Ejector seat, dream schemes, the brain's collector. Scribbled on a napkin, imagine the blueprint. A monumental moments, never losing the scent. We rested our thoughts, yeah, we laid them down flat. No cap, just facts where the realness is at. Our thoughts, left them on a stone slab. No jab, just truth, the lyrical rehab. Our thoughts, let the silence just hum. Strumming on heartstrings till the kingdom come. We rested our thoughts here, what's left? What's left? What's left? We rested our thoughts here, what's left? Unpacking the baggage, no fragile sticker. Quicker than a hiccup, the wisdom gets thicker. From the inner city hustle to the quiet stream. A kaleidoscope of concepts, living the dream. Yeah, we rested our thoughts. Yeah, we laid them down flat. No cap, just fact where the realness is at. Rested our thoughts. Left them on the stone slab. No jab, just do the lyrical rehab. Rested our thoughts. Let the silence just hum. Strumming on heartstrings till the kingdom come. We rested our thoughts here. What's left? What's left? What's left? We rested our thoughts here. What's left? You left your toothbrush in my sink. I learned your coffee order didn't think. We hung our hoodies on the same hook. Called it nothing, but we both looked. We sat too comfortably, feet on the table, hearts on the line. You said it's casual, we'll see. But we moved in one Sunday at a time. We laughed too easily, called it a phase, called it a fling. Now I can't sleep in these sheets, cause you're in every ordinary thing. You're half a playlist in my phone, your letter open on my notes app, half a poem, your spare key hidden in my shoe, all the little ways I leaned on you. We sat too comfortably, feet on the table, hearts on the line. You said it's casual, we'll see. But we moved in one Sunday at a time. We dreamed accidentally, we drew a future we never named. Now I'm here rearranging all the stuff that stayed when you walked away. How do I call it nothing with your sweater on my chair? How do I say we ended when your shampoo's in my hair? I could box up every memory. Still feels like you live here. We sat too comfortably, feet on the table, hearts on the line. You said it's casual, we'll see. But we moved in one Sunday at a time. We broke so quietly, no slamming doors, no final scene. Just two ghosts in one apartment and a couch that knows what we could have been. And a couch that knows what we could have been. And a couch that knows what we could have been. And a couch that knows what we could have been. I noticed the bass Hold on 1%. Whole squad showed up, I was barely there, yeah. I was stuck on that same street. Loose lace on the same stinks. Scrolling through the same feed. Feeling like the same week. Mama calling, I let it rain. Too busy chasing a tiny thing. Kept my feelings on vibrate. Never heard them till it's done, till it rain. Walk past it up, didn't look twice. Hard on mute, pockets on ice. Everybody talking about take that risk. I was busy doing math on the price. I know that's the baseline. Thought it was your drums on a blank day. Whole time it was thunder in the hallway. Rumbling under my feet, I was half awake. I know this the baseline. Missed calls from my fate on a lock screen. Whole life trying to live it at a slow pace. Didn't know it hit deep till it shook me clean. I was out chasing loud noise, cheap highs, background toys. Every night trying to fill void. Same face, brand new ploys. Grandma saying, boy, time don't bend. I said, yeah, then I hit send. Treating every real thing like trend. Only shared it if it made me blend. And one day, silence, dead air. Room so quiet, I heard my own prayer. Heard my fear, heard my faith too. Heard my name in a place I ain't used. I know this the baseline. Thought it was just drums on a blank day. Whole time it was thunder in the hallway. Rumbling under my feet, I was half awake. I know there's the baseline. Missed calls from my fate on a lock screen. Whole life trying to live it at a slow pace. Didn't know it hit deep till it shook me clean. Now I feel that low hum under every word. Every you good, every you heard. Every small look, every closed gate. Every slow breath that I almost waste. Yeah. If it moves in my chest, I don't downplay. Turn it up in my ribs, let it ground shake. If it's love, if it's truth, I don't show up fake. I tune in from the jump, won't notice it late. I know this the baseline. Thought it was just drums on a blank day. The whole time it was thunder in the hallway. Rumbling under my feet, I was half awake. I know this the baseline. Missed calls from my fate on a lock screen. Whole life trying to live it at a slow pace. Now I ride with it loud, let the flow quake. Yeah. You slam the door, it shook the frame. Coffee on the counter still went cold through your words like plates and blame. Said everything you saved to hold your shadow. Pacing sharp and loud, curtains breathing in and out. I stared a hole into the ground, too tired to shout. But the beat didn't argue, just kept on. Same four chords till the doubt was gone. You could curse, you could cry, you could call me wrong, but the beat didn't argue, it just played on. It just played on. Yeah. Phone face down, your name lit red. Our song still humming in the room. I let it loop inside my head. Felt every high, each quiet wound. The track stayed steady through a storm. Didn't pick a side or keep score. Just held the shape we once were in when we wanted more. Yeah, the beat didn't argue, it just kept on. Same four chords till the guilt fell gone. You could curse, you could cry, you could call me wrong, but the beat didn't argue, it just played on. It just played on. Maybe we talked to the wrong thing. Try to fix what we broke by singing. You needed truth, I needed time. All I had was this tired run. Still the beat didn't argue, it just kept on. Same four chords till the night was done. You moved out, I moved on, or I say I have, but the beat doesn't argue, so it can't call me back, no. It just plays on. It just plays on. It just played on. Yeah. Against another day, another mess. Coffee spilled, a dog complained. Soul feeling starts to pain. Same old song, playing too long. The afternoon felt repeat in my brain. Felt complete, another rerun of the sun. So nowhere to run, nowhere to run, nowhere to run. Afternoon felt repeat in my brain. Felt complete, another rerun of the sun. Nowhere to run, nowhere to run. That same bark, the same old tune, underneath the same old moon. My reflection looks aboard, another secret unexplored. Yeah, maybe I should shake things up. Spill my coffee in a cup or wear my socks mismatched and loud. Escape this predictable cloud. stuck in the sand. Thoughts drifting, paper boats on a river wide. World whizzing by, I'm just along for the ride. Sun bleeding colors, sunset's last stand. Minutes melting gently, rain in my hand. Yeah, minutes melted gently. Yeah, time, what's that? Minutes melted gently. Yeah, no coming back, coming back, coming. Minutes melted gently. Yeah, just a hazy breath. Minutes melted gently. Yeah, what it was, it was, it was. Stare at the ceiling patterns in the plaster fam. Each breath a moment, another silent slam. Other door behind me, past the faded scene. Memories a mixtape, what's it all mean? Shadows dancing, secrets they whisper low. Where'd all the hustle, where'd all the hurry go? Used to chase the seconds like a hungry hound. Now the seconds chase me, spinning round and round. Lost in the rhythm, a forgotten tune. Underneath a pale and different moon. Oh, minutes melted gently. Yeah. Time, what's that? What's that? Minutes melted gently. Yeah. No coming back, coming back, coming. Minutes melted gently. Yeah. Just a hazy blur. Minutes melted gently. Yeah. What it was, it were. It was. Yeah. Same room, same sky. Still here, still fine. Yeah. Same old hoodie by the door. Same crack running through the floor. Same mom asking what I'm chasing. Same bill, same corner store. Same bus route, same gray seat. Same late fee, same receipts. Same house sitting in my chest. Same name when I hit repeat. They said change or you fall behind, but I stayed on my lane. My line. Still breathing, still breaking bread. Nothing changed, that was fine. Nothing changed, that was fine. Still that kid on the grind. Took my time. World yelling, move, I decline. I was doing it all right in my prime. In my mind, nothing changed, that was fine. That's right. Same scar, same heart, same design. Didn't flip just to shine. Stay me, stay real, that was fine. That was fine. Stay me, stay real, that was fine. Same friends calling on my phone. Same jokes, we grown but grown alone. Same park bench, autumn leaves. Same talk, I will up and leave. Same inbox full of you should. Same if I were you, I would. They chase trends like a moving sign. I chase peace, let the days align. Clock hand spin, but I don't chase, just breathe. Deep stay in place. Could've changed up to ease their mind. I stay put, still survive. Nothing changed, that was fine. Still that kid on the grind. Took my time. World yelling, move, I decline. I was doing alright in my prime. In my mind, nothing changed, that was fine. Same scar, same heart, same design. Didn't flip just to shine. Stay me, stay real, that was fine. That was fine. Stay me, stay real, that was fine. Stay me, stay real, that was fine. Stay me, stay real, that was fine. Sun in the blind eye, yeah. Phone on mute, whole block yawning. I'm still in the groove, yeah. Leftover coffee on the windowsill. Day-old dreams on the unpaid bills. Fan going lazy in a slow rotation, but my pen run laps like it chased probation. Neighborhood kids play tag in the hallway, arguing whose turn echoes in the doorway. Mom next door frying up late lunch. Smell hit the air like a perfect punch. The afternoon kept spinning, clock kept spinning, time kept singing. Same four walls, but the world kept spinning. Nothing really changed, but I stay winning. The afternoon kept swinging, lazy light dripping, gold on the ceiling, heat on my face, cold thoughts spinning, nothing in a rush, but the beat kept ticking. Nothing in a rush, but the beat kept ticking. Ash in the tray, spell shapes on the page. Scroll through the feed, slip out of the cage. Delivery dude dropping fries at the gate. We dap once up like my guy you late. Old head outside in a folding chair. Tells the same 3 stories to the empty air. I nod from the window, he raises his can. We both toast nothing just cause we can. Oh yeah, the afternoon kept spinning. Clock hands leaning, time kept singing. Same 4 walls, but the world kept spinning. Nothing really changed, but I stayed winning. The afternoon kept swinging, lazy light dripping, gold on the ceiling, heat on my face, cold thoughts spinning, nothing in a rush, but the beat kept kicking. Nothing in a rush, but the beat kept kicking. Oh yeah. Crooked halos, your book face down like it just fell asleep. Dust in the doorway, dancing in slow diagonals. Heart doing the same thing, trying to believe. Sunlight hit the floor softly, like it knew what we've been through. Crossing all the cracks between us, crawling up to where you moved. You said we don't have to fix this, we can just be breaking true. Sunlight hit the floor softly, I looked up and saw you. Said, oh, you laugh in the kitchen, caught on a fragile breath. You trace the faded pain like you might trace yesterday. Said I don't have answers, but I want to. Stay hit the floor softly, like you knew what we've been through. Crossing all the cracks between us, crawling up to where you move. Crawling up to move, said we don't have to fix this, we can just be breaking true. Sunlight hit the floor softly, I looked up and saw you. Hey, hey, love is leaning on a door that's half ajar. Halfway packed and leaving, halfway learning who we are. You took one small step into the golden stripe between. Say, I'm still scared, but your hand reached for me. Sunlight hit the floor softly, spilling over regret. Laying down a quiet mercy on the things we can't forget. You said, we don't have to fix this, we can start right where we are. Sunlight hit the floor. We stood there in the shard. Windows crack, late night softly, phone on mute. world moves slowly. Yeah. Hoodie half zip, breath in the winter air. Thoughts doing slow spin, chair doing lazy turns in the square. Yeah. Bills in a stack on the desk, stressing the knot in my chest. But the kettle sings low in the back, and I finally feel less pressed. Little light thinking on the old rider by the floor. I've been overthinking every word till the words don't mean much anymore. So I talk to myself in the margins, let the pen lean loose in my hand. If it don't make sense on the first pass, maybe that's how it all began. The beat leans softly in the corner of the room like a friend who knew. Didn't say nothing, just nodded to the pain I was walking through. Let my guard fall off me, felt the weight slide down in the afternoon. The beat leans softly, and I finally had a place to move. Cup ring stain on the table. Sun draws lines on the wall. Who chat loud on the screen. But I don't feel them at all. Mom text call when you can. I stare, swipe, lock, repeat. Scared she gon' hear in my voice all the cracks I keep under the seat. Still the kick taps light like a heartbeat. Snare shakes dust from the blinds. Little hum sneaks out of my chest. I'm humming just to pass time. Got dreams tucked deep in a drawer with receipts and a spare old key. Every time I open that handle, they look right back at me. The beat leans softly, in the corner of the room like a friend who knew. Didn't say nothing, just say nothing. With the fear I was pushing through, let my doubts fall off me. Your love, the shame slide down in the afternoon. The beat leans softly, and I finally had a place to move. I don't need big crowds, just this cracked screen glow. Talk to the ceiling till the words find flow. If tomorrow falls apart and today feels too much to prove, I'll still find that quiet start with a beat lean soft. I do too. The beat leans softly, in the room like a friend who knew. Didn't say nothing, to the past I was sifting through. Let my guard fall off me, felt the weight slide down in the afternoon. The beat leans softly, and I finally had a place to move. Yeah. Eyes on the window, ghost in the glass. You play with your keys, let the minutes pass. We had 1,000 words on the shelf, both too scared to show ourselves. Your knee bun mine, pull back quick. I laughed once, soft and swallowed it. Whole lot of almost hung in the air. I felt every sentence that was never there. We shared the silence like it might break. Held our breath for our own sake. Hearts so loud in a quiet place. We shared the silence face to face. Ooh. Yeah, phone on the table, screen face down. You trace circles on the fake with grain round and round. I knew your secrets from the way you stared at anything at all, just not at me there. Whole past story shouting in my head, but my mouth stayed on strike instead. You checked the time, said guess it's late. I heard every truth caught behind that phrase. We share the silence, like it might break, like it break. Held our breath for our own sake. Heart so loud, in a quiet place, we share the silence, face to face. Maybe we were hurting, too much to speak. Maybe all or nothing was the language we need. If I could rewind just one slow night, would I feel that quiet or let it ride? We shared the silence, like it might break. Held our breath for our own sake. Heart so loud, in a quiet place, we share the silence, face to face. Share the silence like a secret safe. I was scribbling on receipts in the back of the bus. Cold fries in the bag, dreams bigger than us. Mom said, talk to God, I just stared at the fan. Thinking if he really listened or was part of the plan. Missed calls on my phone, same arguments ring. You ain't texting me back, guess I don't mean a thing. But I've been fighting my reflection in the bathroom mirror. Every why you so distant, just making it clearer. Nothing needed an answer, not your questions, not mine. We were searching for closure in a place out of time. Every why that you asked me floated off like a feather. Cause sometimes when we break ain't meant to go back together. I used to pray for a sign, now I read what I feel. Half-finished group chats, never hit and reveal. You said, say what you mean, I just stayed in my shoes. Cause the truth in my throat always sounded like loose. We were talking in circles, just rehearsing the pain. Same street, same coffee, same making the rain. You wanted one last reason wrapped up, put on a shelf. But I couldn't keep explaining what I don't know myself. Nothing needed an answer, not your questions, not mine. We were searching for closure in a place out of time. Every why that you asked me floated off like a feather. Yeah, cause sometimes what we break ain't meant to go back together. Yeah. Say you'll come back. I just watched the steam rise from that paper cup between us, like the ghost of our tries. And in that quiet confession, when no words felt clever, we both finally understood some silence is better. Yeah. Nothing needed an answer, not your questions, not mine. We were searching for closure in a place out of time. Every why that you asked me floated off like a feather. Yeah, it's alright if it ended. Not everything lasts forever. Not everything lasts forever. on the table. Half a list I never touched. Call my mom, we talk about the weather and the neighbors. Stubborn truck, same park, same slow dog. Missed the cracks along the way. Scroll past 100 tiny headlines, they all fell far away. Nothing urgent happened today, and I'm still here. Let the quiet pile up in the hallway, like old shoes like last year. If every big thing loves a deadline, let it wait, I finally breathe in. 'Cause nothing urgent happened today. Breathe in. 'Cause nothing urgent happened today. Yeah, dishes in the sink, yeah, but they're not going anywhere, nah. Watch the dust dance in the sunbeam like it's got all day to spare. Texted back and forwards, now just thumbs and little signs. Watered plants I always forget, they forgave me this time. Nothing urgent happened today, and I'm still here. Let the quiet pile up in the hallway, like old shoes like last year. If every big thing loves a deadline, let it wait, I'll finally breathe in. 'Cause nothing urgent happened today. 'Cause nothing urgent happened today. Maybe this is what enough feels like. No finish line, no race to make. Just me and this lukewarm cup of coffee, and the choice to take my time. For once, yeah, for once. Nothing urgent happened today, and I'm still here. Let the quiet pile up in the hallway, I won't clean it up this year. If every big thing loves a deadline, let it wait, hey. I finally breathe in, yeah. Yeah. 'Cause nothing urgent happened today, yeah. Nothing urgent happened today. Yeah. 'Cause nothing urgent happened today. Two chairs, same distance from the window. Your books stack even with mine. Yeah, mug rings making matching halos on a table, scuff but alive. The room felt balanced like we measured every breath. Half your laughter, half my mess. Every picture found its level on the shelf. The room felt balanced until you left it by yourself. Your coat hung right beside my jacket. Your keys on the second hook. One plant leaning toward your side, like in the felt balanced like we measured every breath. Half your laughter, half my mess. Every picture found its level on the shelf. The room felt balanced until you left it by yourself. Watch the dough come out, hey, she bum. Watch the dough come out, hey, she bum. Watch the dough come out, hey, she bum. I wanna take it about, but every time I put you up, better come, protect it right now. I still talk to the space you used to take. Move your chair back an inch for now, just let things love this shit on falls in place, baby. And if you're going to low still, I still like we measured every breath. Half your life to half my mess. Frame still hanging, but they tilt a little left. Yeah, the roof fell balanced, now it leans into the empty ocean. Sun on the coffee ring, shirt on the kitchen chair, phone turned upside down, I leave it there. Half-read book on the floor, toast crumbs on the plate, nothing's calling my name, so I let it wait. Afternoon with no deadline, clock hands drifting out of sight, feet up on the table, let the hours blur in light. If it takes all day to do nothing, I'm gonna take my time. Afternoon with no deadline, and the whole world's doing fine. Emails can orbit the moon, they'll land some other day. I'm tracing cracks in the ceiling, let my thoughts stray. Neighbors, radio hums, cars pass soft and far. I'm rich in wasted minutes wherever we are. Afternoon with no deadline, clock hands drifting out of sight, feet up on the table, let the hours blur in light. If it takes all day to do nothing, I'm gonna take my time. Afternoon with no love, and the whole world's doing fine. Maybe this is all I needed. Blank space, breathing room, let my heartbeat set the meeting with the quiet in this room. Afternoon with no deadline, clock hands drifting out of sight, feet up on the table, let the hours blur in light. If it takes all day to do nothing, I'm gonna take my time. Afternoon with no deadline, yeah, this moment's only mine. Yeah. 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 Called you up like you free. You said for once I think I am. So we tried something crazy. Yeah. We forgot to be busy for a minute. Let the world spin mad, we ain't in it. Left the list, left the phone on the table. Just too tired, our hearts finally able. We forgot to be busy for a while. Learn to shape for your laugh, your quiet smile. This is what the wasted time gives me. Then I hope we keep forgetting to be busy. You said, I don't even know my hobbies. I said same, I just answer emails. We both laughed, kinda hurt in the middle, both trapped in our glowing details. Oh, ordered fries, let them cool, we were talking about the dreams that we boxed in the closet. All the later that never stopped later. All the goals that grew dust in the process. You said, what if we just did nothing? I said, bet, that's the motive plan, yeah. We sat still, let the silence do the speaking, felt my shoulders drop, wait, I forget. We forgot to be busy for a minute. Let the world spin mad, we ain't in it. Left the list, left the phone on the table. Just too tired, hearts finally able. Oh, we forgot to be busy for a while. Learn to shape for your laugh, your quiet smile. If this is what the way wasted time gives me. Then I hope we keep forgetting to be busy. Your calendar look like graffiti, every square full, every color on 10. You said all these little color boxes, but I never see a box for my friends. So we cancel some things on purpose. Little red line through the must do. Took a walk, hit the park past sunset, talk trash about our past and our trust issues. You said, why am I proud of exhaustion? Why I brag about bags under eyes? I said busy just sounds like I'm important, but it can't hold you close when you cry. Street lights flickered on as we wandered. You said this might be risky, but listen, what if life is just coffee and inside jokes and knowing what I'm missing? We forgot to be busy for a minute. Let the world spin mad, we ain't in it. Left the list, left the phone on the table. Just too tired, hearts finally able. We forgot to be busy for a while. Learn to shape of your laugh, your quiet smile. This is what the wasted time is. Then I hope you keep forgetting to be busy. If I'm late to the grind cause I'm early to you, that's a trait that I take every time, that's true. Clock hands chase, they lap us daily, but your head on my chest makes the rush feel lazy. They say hustle harder, I'm like maybe, but tonight I just wanna be a maybe. Half done plans, half charged phone, fully here, fully held, fully home, yo. Yeah. We forgot to be busy for a minute. Let the world spin there, we ain't in it. Nothing left the phone on the table. Just too tired, hearts finally able. We forgot to be busy for a while. Learn the shape of your laugh, your quiet smile. And this is what the wasted time is. Then I hope we keep forgetting to be busy.
Woke up, screen glow, time set, move slow.
Yeah, bus came late, I let it watch one cloud keep drifting. Yeah, old man tying both the shoes like each not needed listening. Coffee cooled in my hand, didn't rush, just held the steam. Cars honked, I skimmed the chaos like pages in someone else's dream. Phone kept buzzing in my pocket, I let it dance. Didn't check, counted breaths between the sirens, felt my shoulders leave my neck. The day slowed itself, didn't ask, just did it. Pulled me out my head like a tired kid. Let the seconds stretch, till the noise got thin. The world kept spinning so fast, I just stopped and let it spin. I just stopped and let it spin. Called, said you sound calmer. I laughed, said I just walked. Listen long to her stories. Didn't rush her, didn't talk. Train doors closed right in my face. I shrugged, leaned back on the rail. Read the sticker scratched off paint. Every scrape a tiny tail. Sun slid down the office glass. I packed up when it got dark. Took the long way past the river. Watched a stray dog chase along. The day slowed itself, didn't ask, just did it. Pull me out my head like a tired kid. Let the second stretch, till the noise got thin. The world kept spinning so fast, I just stopped and let it spin. I just stopped and let it spin. Mercy, maybe it's chance, maybe it's life saying change your stance. One soft moment in a hard weak shell. I ain't fix a thing, I just learned to dwell. Maybe it's mercy, maybe it's chance, maybe it's life saying change your stance. One soft moment in a hard weak shell. I ain't fix a thing, I just learned to dwell. The day slowed itself, didn't ask, just did it. Pull me out my head like a tired kid. Let the second stretch, till the noise got thin. And the world kept spinning so fast, I just stopped and let it spin. Came from the crack in the sidewalk. Lunch in a plastic sack. Mama said, watch how you talk, boy. World never cut you slack. Bus pass, holding my backpack. Dreams in a wrinkle notepad. Teacher said, aim a bit lower. I just laughed, roll back. Long nights, eyes on the ceiling, counting fears like cash. Every note that they threw at me, I tucked it in my stash. Turned out into driving a diesel, instant a fire in my chest. Every door that they tried to deadbolt, I walked through the back as a gas. I want nothing pushed back. If it's mine, I'ma grab that. Every line, every contract. Say my name when you stamp that. Whole team on a fast track. We ain't here for a half step. If it's promised, we want that. Nothing pushed back. Hey, nothing pushed back. Yeah. Hey, nothing pushed back. Ooh. Yeah. They used to skip my number, now they beg for a call back. Funny how tables spin quick when you finally talk back. I was down to my last $2, still split it, that's fact. Now the same ones asking for a seat, wanna eat off my track. I remember nights so quiet. You could hear my pride crack. Fighting no versions of me like a mirror on a tag. Now it's big goals, big faith, big plans on the wall tag. If it got my blood on it, my sweat on it, ain't a thing getting held back. I want nothing pushed back. If it's mine, I'ma grab it. Every line, every contract. Say my name when you stamp that. Whole team on the fast track. We ain't here for a half stack. If it's promised, we want that. Nothing pushed back. If it's in my reach, I'm taking it. If it's on my name, I'm claiming it. Every closed mouth, I'm breaking it. Every small box, I'm taking it. Yeah. I want nothing. If it's mine, I'ma grab it. Every line, every contract. Say my name when you stamp that. Whole team on a fast track. We ain't here for a half stack. If it's promised, we want that. Nothing pushed back. Nothing pushed back.
Clock watching tight chest, scrolling through the noise, calling that progress. Bus stop, brain soaking through my headphones, dreams in a cracked screen, dead in the red zone. Everybody flex like they made it in a minute. I was in the backseat, just trying to stay in it. Hands off the wheel, eyes on the plate. Order took years, I didn't mind the wait. Had to grow slow, had to grow straight. All those closed doors, all the heartache. Turn to gold lines written on the heartbreak. I didn't mind the wait. Sat in the dark, learned to locate every small spark that the world ate. Now it's my time, I didn't mind the wait. I didn't mind the wait. Yeah, I didn't mind the wait. Mama in the kitchen, counting change for the power bill. Said you ain't behind, you're just climbing up a higher hill. Friends got quick wins, quick fades, quick dust. I got long days, long walks, long trust, night shifts, bus rides, face in the window, practicing my verses, under breath real low. They laughed at the grind, called it strange, called it late. Funny how they ring my line now, asking for a taste of the play. I didn't mind the way, had to grow slow, had to grow straight. All those closed doors, all the heartache, turn to gold lines written on the heartbreak. I didn't mind the wait, sat in the dark, learned to locate every small spark that the world ate. Now it's my time, I didn't mind the wait. not yet was a map line. Every long night was a flat line. Till I shocked back, got my own shine. Took the wrong roads, made them all mine. All mine. I didn't mind the way, I didn't mind the way. Had to grow slow, had to grow straight. Closed doors, all the heartache. Turn to gold lines written on the heartbreak. I didn't mind the wait, sat in the dark, learned to locate every small spark that the world ate. Now when they watch, they just see gray. But I remember I didn't mind the wait. I didn't mind the wait.
Same smooth, yeah, different daylight. Coffee in a chip cup, yeah, I'm still on the same vibe, yeah. Alarm buzz, slap it 5 more. Same hoodie hanging on the back door. Shoes by the mat like the night paused. Bills on the counter like a tight jaw. Scroll feed, same joke, same outrage. Same talk, different names on the same page. Mama text, baby, you should call more. I text back cards, then I hit ignore. Step outside, bus late, that's usual. Cold air, warm breath, I feel mutual. Gray sky stretching like a long shift. Dreams in my backpack zip. Another day, same smooth. Same walk, same groove. I just slide through the mess, make it look cool. So cool. If the world don't move, if I still find my groove. In the little wins, yeah. Every small salute, another little wins, same smooth. Yeah. Another day, same smooth. Best job, crack screen, blue glare, same chair, molding to my back hair. Boss laugh, fake smile, I clock time. Plotting exits in the margin of a spreadsheet line. Lunch break, bar bench, cheap fries. Catch a stain on my shirt, that's real life. Kids run past, joy at full blast. I write bars on the napkin, make the slow fast. Yeah. Text from the homie, we should hit the stew. I reply after rent, I'ma slide through. Till then, I'm a poet in a cubicle. Learning every dull minute in the song. Feels same walk, same groove. I just slide through the mess, make it look cool. Make it look cool. If the world don't move, I still find my groove. In the little wins, every small salute. In the little wins, every small salute. Another day, same smooth. It's the cracked tile floor. It's the key in the door. It's the rice in the pot. Late calls from the block. It's the long bus ride. It's the pride I hide. Every boring little thing, I turn it all into shine. Whoa. Everyone it all in the shine. Everyone it all in the shine. Yeah. Another day, same smooth. Same walk, same groove. I just slide through the mess, make it look cool. Yeah. If the world don't move, I still find my groove. In the little wins, every small salute. In the little wins, every small salute. Another day, same smooth. Used to write on the back of the math test. Desk carved up pen lines in the black desk. Thought the path was a straight little rap fest till the late bus talks turned into past tense. Friends dipped off, chasing that quick claim. Some hit highs, others got nicknames. One got locked, one slid in the thick haze. I took a side street, walked in the slick rain. Clocked in shifts, grease on the work shirt. Earbuds low, schemes in a worse hurt. Dreams in a backpack, tattered from the first verse. Hard off beat, trying not to make it real. Took a detour, turn right with a sign says stay. Lost down on the downbeat, still found my groove this way. The rhythm took a detour, off map through the tracks in the day. Low bands, I've been with it. I don't break, I just switch lanes. Mama mama said, child, you ain't built like them. You a whole new route, you a real slide bam. I was scared of the turn, tried to steal my grin, but the wheel jerked hard, had to yield my plan. Open mics in the diner by the train tracks, cook flipping fries, head nod in the plane cap. 10 in the room, but it felt like a rain splash. One small clap, made it out, take a straight dash. Now I'm cool with the wrong way, one way. Write my scars in the dark on a Sunday. Every curve that I swerve is the fun way. Got a crooked little path, but it's running with it. Turn right where the sun sets stay. Lost down to the downbeat, still found my groove this way. Either ran into the detour, off map through the cracks in the day. The road bends, I've been with it. I don't break, I just switch lane. Yeah. Missed that bus, I was meant to walk. Blisters on my feet, put bite in my talk. Wrong turn, right story, ink in my palm. Every beat that betrayed me became my calm. The rhythm took a detour. Turn right where the sun sets stay. Lost down to the downbeat, still found my groove this way. Oh, hit the red, took a detour. Off map through the cracks in the day. The road bends, I've been with it. I don't break, I just switch lanes. Same old ceiling, phone on mute, new kind of feeling. Yeah. Missed my train at the corner store instead. Coffee on my t-shirt, laughing while it drip red. Ran into an old friend, we ain't talked in some years. He said life been off script, we both grinned through the fears. Canceled all my plans, let the group check, keep buzzing, walk aimless through the crowd like the world was my cousin. Saw a flyer on a wall, open mic at the park, said tonight it ain't. Felt a spark in the dark, the day felt unscripted, lines all slipped. Somehow I felt okay. Yeah, I felt okay. Yeah. Uber never showed, so I skated down the hill. Ay. Almost hit a pile, caught my balance on the thrill. Ay. Text from my ex, hope you happy doing you. Type the novel backspace, send a simple yeah me too. Mom called short talk, baby please take care. Usually I rush her, this time I just stayed there. Let her tell a long story about a dream she had at dawn. How the house was underwater, but we still mowed the lawn. That's wild. Hit that open mic, handshake and dry throats. Bad a verse, bout nothing, still they filled every note. Some kid dealt running back, I just smiled, stepped aside. Felt the air fill my lungs like the whole night was a lie. The day felt unscripted, lines all slipping from the page. Every wrong turn gifted me a moment I could say. Breathing in the glitches, let the chaos set the stage. They felt unscripted, somehow I felt okay. I felt okay. Yeah. No calendar could catch this, no planner in my phone. I found a little magic in the places overgrown. If tomorrow goes sideways, I might just let it roll. Cause today made me realize I've been at living all alone. The day felt unscripted, lines all slipping from the page. Every wrong turn gifted me a moment I could save. Breathing in the glitches, let the chaos set the stage. They felt unscripted, and somehow I felt okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah. walked in Tuesday, coffee stain, crooked grin. Said I'm late, long story, dropped your bag, shoulders thin. I had charts, deadlines, color-coded, lined in rows. Then you laughed at my planner, and everything came unposed. This wasn't on the schedule. You crashing through my careful day. My bullet points and timetables never penciled in your name. I was living by a checklist. You were scribbles in the margins. Brave. This wasn't on the schedule, but I'm glad it came this way. Oh yeah. We skipped lunch, kept talking, let the email stack and blink. Missed one call, missed another, let the afternoon just sink in. You said plans are just guesses with a mouth full of secondhand fries. I said you're messing up my order. You said maybe that's the prize. This wasn't on the schedule. You crashing through my careful day. My bullet points and timetables never penciled in your name. I was living by a checklist. You were scribbles in the margins. Brave. This wasn't on a schedule, but I'm glad it came this way. Yeah. What if I stayed inside my boxes? Highlighters on my fear. Would I still be clocking minutes or counting moments with you here? I missed half of what was urgent. Chased the part that felt too real. Guess sometimes the best surprises are the ones you never planned to feel. Yeah, this wasn't on a schedule. You crashing through my careful day. My bullet points and timetables never penciled in your name. I was living by a checklist. You were scribbles in the margins. Brave. This wasn't on a schedule, but I'm glad you came this way. Hey, yeah, this wasn't on a schedule. Now I hope you always stay. Yeah. Left the latch unclicked. Now you're there in the room. Same old view, but it feels brand new. Yeah. The window stayed open, curtains breathing in and out. Ashtray on the sill, half a plan, half a doubt. City hum crawling up the paint chip wall. Clock hands limping, like they're scared to talk. Phone screen face down on a second-hand desk. Early list of regrets in the drafts I never sent. Cold breeze checking me, goosebumps on my wrist. Like you gon' jump this time, or just stare at what you missed. Window stayed open, so the past kept climbing in. 30 late night moments, dripping back into my skin. I could close it, I could lock it, still your voice keep flowing in. The window stayed open, yes, I still want you within. Neighbors arguing through the paper thin night. Somebody laughs too loud, somebody flicks the light. Car door slam, then it's quiet, then it's not. My mind make a move of every chance I lost. Your old sweatshirt on the back of my chair. Smell the cheap perfume, still fingering the air. I tell myself, heal, but I start at the frame. Hand on the handle, mouth full of your name. Window stayed open, so the past kept climbing. 30 late night moments, dripping back onto my skin. I could close it, I could lock it, still your voice keep flowing in. Window stayed open, yes, I still want you within. I leave it cracked in December. Let the frostbite slow. Tell myself I'm stronger while I feed that ghost. Maybe I like this, hey. Maybe it makes me feel like something once was ours and a piece of it is real. The window stayed open, so the past kept climbing in. Every draft, every memory crawling back under my skin. I could close it, I could lock it, but I breathe you in again. The window stayed open.
Turn it up, don't skip it. Yeah. Let it run, we living. From the first bar, we in it. To the last line written. Yeah.
We let the song finish, yeah. We don't rush the ending, yeah. Started from a sentence, yeah. Turned it to a message, so every single second, yeah. Every breath we give it, yeah. We don't cut it short, cause the pain still lives. We let the song finish, ay. Hear the whole vision, yeah. Even when it's rough, yeah. We don't stop the mission, no. Play it to the last word, make them all listen. We let the song finish, that's our own religion, yeah. I was playing skips in real life, yeah. Jumping my scenes, clicking past the parts where I ain't like what they mean. Fast forward through the loss, through the dirt, through the grief. Only watch the highlight reel, cropped out the screen. Then the beat dropped low, heart slowed in my chest. Had to sit inside the silence, face what's left. Had to hear my own voice crack under the stress. Till the crack turned raw, then the raw turned blast, yeah. We let the song finish, we don't rush the ending, yeah. Started from a sentence, yeah. Turned it to a message, yeah. Every single second, and every breath we give it, we don't cut it short, cause the pain still lives. We let the song finish, hear the whole vision, yeah. Even when it's rough, yeah. We don't stop the mission, play it to the last word, make them all listen. We let the song finish, that's our own religion. That's right. Now I ride out the verse when the days move slow. Put my name on the bill, but my funds still low. When my friends fall back, when my fam say go. When the crowd don't clap and the doubt say told you so. I just breathe on the break, keep my guard on guard. Let the hurt hit hard, let it carve my art. Cause the cut in the track where the tears got sparred is the same damn bar, put the flame in my heart. We let the song finish, we don't rush the ending, yeah. Started from a sentence, yeah. Turned it to a message, every single second, yeah. Every breath we give it, yeah. We don't cut it short, cause the pain still lives. We let the song finish, hear the whole vision, yeah. Even when it's rough, yeah. We don't stop the mission, play it till the last word, make them all listen. We let the song finish, that's our own religion, yeah. Let it ride. Skip but, yeah. Just blood running, same beat, new spirit, stay till you hear it, yeah. No skip but, yeah. Just blood running, same beat, new spirit, stay till you hear it. Tick slow, phone on mute, let it go, yeah. Calendar stacked in red, I'm still chilling my head, yeah. Got my feet on the desk, sun through the blind. Boss hit my line, I just hit decline. Have finished emails, tabs on 10, but I'm laid back, lean back, ink in the pen. Coffee ring stains on a week old sheet. Every plan that I made got a front row seat. Watching me drift off the railroad tracks, I just shrug like facts. No deadlines on this track. I ain't rushing, I relax, let the day just fall and collapse. If it happens, that's that. No deadlines on this track. I move slow, I might fall back. World screaming, go in my ear. I just fade that noise. Alarms went off, I hit snooze, then snooze. Yeah, check my to-do list, said not in this mood. Yeah, friends in a frenzy, racing their eyes. I'm in a thrift store tease, still taking my time. Mic on the table, spiral notebook open. Couple cross the bars, couple half-form motives, but it still feels right. Breath in my chest, late is a word I don't even address. No deadlines on this track. I ain't rushing, I relax, let the days just fall and collapse. If it happens, that's that. No deadlines on this track. I move slow, I might fall back. World screaming, go in my ear. I just fade that noise to black. They say hustle till you drop, I say rest before you crack. They keep chasing every clock, I keep breaking all of that. If the moment isn't here, I won't force it just to brag. wreck. Rather take the longest way than get lost inside a map. No deadlines on this track. I ain't rushing, I relax, let the dead just fold and collapse. If it happens, that's that. No deadlines on this track. I move slow, I might fall back. If tomorrow wanna wait on me, you can catch me in the back.
Late night, same clothes, same doubts, same goals. Yeah.
I've been walking on a thin line. Old pain sitting in my inbox. Unread, but I know every word there. Still stings when the screen lock. Couple friends turn to close tabs. Never click, but I feel them in the cash. Trying to keep my cool in the collapse. Sip slow, let the moment pass. Mama said, God, what you give away? Hearts rent free in the world that pay. I've been asking every mirror in my place, if I grow, will the real one stay? Am I smooth enough to stay when the cracks show through my face? When my hands shake, when I'm late, do you still make room, make space? Am I smooth enough to stay if I run out of clever phrases? When the charm fade, when I break, do you still stand in the same place? You like me better in a highlight reel. Quick joke, big laugh, easy feel. But I'm quiet on the off days, heavy heel. Drag feet through the week like a busted wheel. I'm trying to be more than a convoy, more than the cool choice in a loud room. I'm trying to show you all my lost coins scattered on the floor of the small room. Cause love cheap when the sun bright, but who rides when the fun's tight? Who rides when the line's tight? Who stays when the night light? Am I smooth enough to stay when the cracks show through my face? When my hands shake, when I'm late, do you still make room, make space? Am I smooth enough to stay if I run out of clever phrases? When the charm fade, when I break, do you still stand in the same place? If I drop the egg, will you drop me too? Yeah. If I lose my mask, will I lose you too? I ain't asking for a promise you can't pay, just a nod that you're here when I'm not okay. Am I smooth enough to stay when the cracks show through my face? When my hands shake, when I'm late, do you still make room, make space? Am I smooth enough to stay if I run out of clever phrases? When the charm fade, when I break, do you still stand in the same place? Hey, oh da 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 da. Hey, da 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 da. Coffee stains on a syllabus, highlighters bleeding through. Half the class on autopilot, phone glow in the pews. You yawned into your notebook, drew a tiny paper sun. Someone laughed at nothing, day had barely begun. Everyone was mildly awake, half in a memory, half in a break. Eyes on the window, minds on the lake. No one brave enough to call it a dream. Everyone's mildly awake, floating on the surface, trying not to shake. Saying, I am fine for everyone's sake, hoping for a reason to scream. I'm in the break room, brown bag, same old chair. Boss walked in with Monday on, still stapled to his stare. You passed me salt and sugar, said yes, this is our role. We laughed like busted speakers, static in the soul. Everyone was mildly awake, half in a memory, half in a break. Eyes on the window, minds on the lake. No one brave enough to
to call it a dream. Everyone's mildly awake, floating on the surface, trying not to shake, saying I'm fine for everyone's sake, hoping for a reason to scream. What if we just stood up, left the dishes in the sink, ignore the little pings and dings, listen to what we think. What if this small shiver is the start of something big? You looked at me and whispered, maybe we could lift the lid. Everyone was mildly awake, half in a memory, half in a break. Eyes on the window, minds on the lake. No one brave enough to call it a dream. Everyone's mildly awake, floating on the surface, trying to shake, saying I'm done for everyone's sake. Finally letting out a quiet scream. Sunrise paints the window pane a hazy kind of gold. Another day, another way my story to unfold. Got no map, got no plan, just a feeling in my soul. Where I'm going, who can say, losing all control. Yeah. Footsteps soft upon the ground, no compass spinning round. Soft steps, no direction, just a sweet connection to the wind and the sky. Watch the world go by. Soft steps, no direction, pure unfiltered affection. Coffee swirls in ceramic mug, a bittersweet perfume. Morning news, a distant buzz just echoes in the room. Should I chase the paper, chase a bloom where I am strewn? Guess I'll just embrace the space beneath the afternoon. Some folks gotta know the end, the middle, and the start. Me, I just enjoy the bend, the beat inside my heart. Every turn a new surprise, a masterpiece of art. No grand scheme, no eyes, the skies is playing my song. No direction, just a sweet connection to the wind and the sky. Watch the world go by. Soft steps, no direction, pure unfiltered affection. I was gone for a minute. Whole scene kinda twisted. They were dancing off beat. Like the rhythm went missing. I took one step back, let the silence get loud. Watching cheap trends flash like they really that proud. Side eyes in the back row. I just scribbled my plans, turned my doubts into ammo. Now it's here in my hands. I've been patient, been pacing, floor vacant, tracks waiting. Every late night train station, I was building foundation. And a groove set, back down, whole room stop. Look round, every lost step got found when the groove set back down. Heart hit hard on one, then a 2, 3, 4 came around. Nobody talked that much when the groove set back down. Yeah. Shake dust on my shoulders, drop weight off my chest. Every fall made me colder, every bar made me blessed. You can feel it in your ankles, in your teeth, in your spine. Every knot, every later, turn to play that one more time. I was out in the hallways, leaning on the wall. Now I walk through the doorway, my name in the cold.
was stuck on replay. Same joke, same late train, same crack in the ceiling, counting it again. Coffee ring on the table, fading ghost of a stain. Every day the same angle, but it shifted one day. Ooh, I watched the loop breathe, saw a small spark move under the seams. Tiny glitch in the gray routine. You turn, you blink, you look back at me. I watched the loop breathe, heard a soft crack open in the scene, like the script slipped out of your teeth. For a second you were free. You stirred cream too slowly, spilled a drop on your sleeve. You laughed at the wrong moment, like you'd heard a new beat. Traffic lights out of rhythm, someone ran away. You paused in the doorway, cursed the clock, came back late. I watched the loop breathe, saw a small spark move under the scene. Tiny glitch in the gray routine. You turn, you blink, you look back at me. I watched the loop breathe, heard a soft crack open in the scene, like the script slipped out of your teeth. For a second you were free. Yeah. What if this pattern is paper, not stone? Yeah. What if this pattern can tear from the fold? If you forget your line, stay with that mistake, let the wrong word shine. Oh, see what it remains. I watched the loop breathe, saw a small spark move under the scene. Tiny glitch in the gray routine. You turned, you blinked, you look back at me. I watched the loop breathe, now the whole frame trembles on the screen. Every day writes a new motif, and a second starts to speak. Then it breathed you back to me. Clock on the wall say keep that pace, but the glass in the frame show a different place. Hand on my chest like this ain't me. Blink one time, whole world off beat. Phone on mute, crowd on my mind. Drafts in the folder still stuck in rewind. Loop in my head, go on repeat. Then I looked outside mid-beat. Kid on the curb with the cardboard sign. Old man laughed like he ran out of time. Buzz fly past, splash dirt on his feet. Whole block breathing once. I looked outside mid-beat. World kept moving, I missed my seat. All these hot soft times, same street, same rain, same roof. Split dreams, I looked outside mid-beat. Caught my face in the glass so deep. Who am I when the drums all leave? Who am I when it's just me? Just me, yeah. Mom in the kitchen with the late shift eye. Bills on the fridge like crooked lie. Little sis dance to a crack screen stream. Bare socks slide like she on that dream. News on low, talk fear all day. Neighbor in the hall trying to move away. I press stop, hear my own heartbeat. Skip 2 steps when I broke my leg. My seat, all these hard soft times, same street, same rain, same roof, split dreams. I looked outside, mid-beat, caught my face in the glass so deep. Who am I when the drums all leave? Who am I when it's just me? Yeah. Pause on the track, let the air rush in. Hear the fridge hum, hear the pipes go thin. Hear my name in my mother's call. Hear my fear echo down this hall. If the next verse write itself in ink, will it change what the neighbors think? Or do I step out, scuff both feet, write my life on holiday? Keep moving, I found my seat. All these hard soft times, same street, same rain, same roof. One dream, I looked outside, maybe didn't look away, went deep. If the sound cut now, I'd be still here, still out, still me, yeah. Yeah. Yo, mic check, 1, 2. Thoughts too heavy to tow. Brain matter splatter all over the note. Pen game lethal legal, I see the whole scope. Words I arrange, strange fruit hanging from hope. Mind a labyrinth, ravenous for the new flow. From the cradle to the paved in gold. Watch it glow. We rested our thoughts, yeah, we laid them down flat. No cap, just facts where the realness is at. In our thoughts, left them on a stone slab. No jab, just truth, the lyrical rehab. In our thoughts, let the silence just hum. Strumming on heartstrings till the kingdom come. We rested our thoughts, what's left? Staring at the ceiling, feeling the vibe. Deep in the cut, no chit chat, this ain't that. My soul's on the strut. Clock ticks, quick flicks of the mind's projector. Ejector seat, dream schemes, the brain's collector. Scribbled on a napkin, imagine the blueprint. A monumental moments, never losing the scent. We rested our thoughts, yeah, we laid them down flat. No cap, just facts where the realness is at. Our thoughts, left them on a stone slab. No jab, just truth, the lyrical rehab. Our thoughts, let the silence just hum. Strumming on heartstrings till the kingdom come. We rested our thoughts here, what's left? What's left? What's left? We rested our thoughts here, what's left? What's left? Unpacking the baggage, no fragile sticker. Quicker than a hiccup, the wisdom gets thicker. From the inner city hustle to the quietest dream. A kaleidoscope of concepts, living the dream. Yeah, we rested our thoughts. Yeah, we laid them down flat. No cap, just fact where the realness is at. Rested our thoughts. Left them on the stone slab. No jab, just the lyrical rehab. Rested our thoughts. Let the silence just hum. Strumming on heartstrings till the kingdom come. We rested our thoughts here. What's left? What's left? What's left? We rested our thoughts here. What's left? You left your toothbrush in my sink. I learned your coffee order didn't think. We hung our hoodies on the same hook. Called it nothing, but we both looked. We sat too comfortably, feet on the table, hearts on the line. You said it's casual, we'll see. But we moved in one Sunday at a time. We laughed too easily, called it a phase, called it a fling. Now I can't sleep in these sheets, cause you're in every ordinary thing. You're half a playlist in my phone, your letter open on my notes app, half a poem. Your spare key hidden in my shoe. All the little ways I leaned on you. We sat too comfortably, feet on the table, hearts on the line. You said it's casual, we'll see. But we moved in one Sunday at a time. We dreamed accidentally, we drew a future we never named. Now I'm here rearranging all the stuff that stayed when you walked away. How do I call it nothing with your sweater on my chair? How do I say we ended when your shampoo's in my hair? I could box up every memory. Still feels like you live here. We sat too comfortably, feet on the table, hearts on the line. You said it's casual, we'll see. But we moved in one Sunday at a time. We broke so quietly, no slamming doors, no final scene. Just two ghosts in one apartment and a couch that knows what we could have been. And a couch that knows what we could have been. And a couch that knows what we could have been. And a couch that knows what we could have been.
I I know this the bass. Hold on 1%. Whole squad showed up, I was barely there,
Yeah, I was stuck on the same street. Loose lace on the same sneaks. Scrolling through the same feed. Feeling like the same. Mama calling, I let it rain. Too busy chasing a tiny thing. Kept my feelings on vibrate. Never heard them till it's done, till it rain. Walk past up, didn't look twice. Hard on mute, pockets on ice. Everybody talking about take that risk. I was busy doing math on the price. I know there's the baseline. Thought it was your drums on a blank day. Whole time it was thunder in the hallway. Rumbling under my feet, I was half awake. I know there's the baseline. Missed calls from my fate on a lock screen. Whole life trying to live it at a slow pace. Didn't know it hit deep till it shook me clean. I was out chasing loud noise, cheap highs, background toys. Every night trying to fill void. Same face, brand new ploys. Grandma saying, boy, time don't bend. I said, yeah, then I hit send. Treating every real thing like trend. Only shed it if it made me blend. And one day, silence, dead air. Room so quiet, I heard my own prayer. Heard my fear, heard my faith too. Heard my name in a place I ain't used. I know this the baseline. Thought it was just drums on a blank day. Whole time it was thunder in the hallway. Rumbling under my feet, I was half awake. I know there's the baseline. Missed calls from my fate on a lock screen. Whole life tryna live it at a slow pace. Didn't know it hit deep till it shook me clean. Now I feel that low hum under every word. Every you good, every you heard. Every small look, every closed gate. Every slow breath that I almost waste. Yeah. If it moves in my chest, I don't downplay. Turn it up in my ribs, let it ground shake. If it's love, if it's truth, I don't show up fake. I tune in from the jump, won't notice it late. I know there's the baseline. Thought it was just drums on a blank day. The whole time it was thunder in the hallway. Rumbling under my feet, I was half awake. I know there's the baseline. Missed calls from my fate on a lock screen. Whole life tryna live it at a slow pace. Now I ride with it loud, let the flow quake. Yeah. He slammed the door, it shook the frame. Coffee on the counter still went cold. Threw your words like plates and blame. Said everything you'd save to hold your shadow. Pacing sharp and loud. Curtains breathing in and out. I stared a hole into the ground. Too tired to shout, but the beat didn't argue, just kept on. Same four chords till the doubt was gone. You could curse, you could cry, you could call me wrong, but the beat didn't argue, it just played on.